on customer selection, and I think this is gold because people may be wondering, so you were doing live sales and you were getting the results, and now you're going to, online signups, and you told me before we came online why you were doing that, and that staggered me because I didn't realize, but it really is knowing your avatar, knowing your customer and why they reach out. So explain to everybody why you've changed from live selling to, click and click.
Online. 2 reasons. On a personal level, doing the live sales constantly robbed me of my highest value, which is freedom. And I love to be spontaneous and live my life. The whole reason I went into business and I've never had a job in my life is so that I could always have access to my freedom. And I had some, personal conflicts with feeling like I was an employee of my calendar and of the people who were booking in, and then they wouldn't even answer the call anyway, which brings me to the second point. Doing live calls was just not getting us. About 5% of people even answer the phone. And we did a little bit of a test in the market of saying, with a whole bunch of leads that came through over a space of time, what would you prefer? Would you prefer a phone call or would you prefer a link? And it was unanimous that everyone asked for a link. So okay, people don't want to talk to people, and particularly parents. We actually also realized in our CRM, we realized that all the inquiries are made majority between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. when probably parents are right in their pain because they're not asleep, and they're like, I need to sort this out, and and obviously we're not available to talk to you at that time. And then when we are available, you're busy with dinner and baths and school time and whatever. So so we decided.
Allow me just to pause you there, because I think that's just such a powerful point, because it hadn't occurred to me. And because a lot of your customers are certainly parents with smaller children who may be around home.
Yeah.
And we all know, if we've had kids, that you're really time poor until the kids go to sleep.
Absolutely. If they go to sleep.
Right. After they deal with you, though, they'll be sleeping 24 hours a day, right, Holly? But the point is, because you knew your customer, and hey, look, you literally can't have your sales team making outgoing phone calls at 11 o'clock at night. One way to give your potential customers what they needed was to give them this opportunity virtually, online.
Right. Absolutely. After learning your sales process, whether we do it online or whether we have done it in person, my biggest thing that I loved was not only did people sign up, they were so engaged in the program. They didn't just sign up and then I never saw them again, because that happens a lot. Oh, yeah, I've paid the money, and I'll get on the call next week. I'll do it next week. And we had the most engagement in our private Facebook group. We had people within 24 hours introducing themselves in the group. They were ready for the journey, not just to buy the program. That meant a lot to me because, especially with the crazy way the world is right now and people losing jobs and fear everywhere, spending $1,000-$2,000 isn't a small deal. I'm not saying it's a big deal, but it's also not a small deal. And I wanted to know you got value from, your decision. So that was huge for me.